Nice day, huh? What do you need? Bye, Captain.
I have been idle here for a long time. Spirit would describe this state as.
You look well. Let's see what you have. Goodbye.
No way in hell I'm going anywhere without my suit. Need something?
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. All right, we're done.
By the way, Captain. together, we can really make it. My favorite credit analyst. You got Mr. Maliki to pay up, alive no less. Now this is what I was hoping for. My superiors are thrilled, ecstatic. Absolutely. Listen, I'm really feeling this working together, aren't you? So if you want another delinquent, let me know. We'll keep this going. But here is your well-deserved finder's fee. I threw in a little extra for handling it well. I got a new job for you. So chalk this one up to a very fine but clearly overworked credit checker that accidentally approved a sizable loan, then turned out to be murdering space scum. A real black guy, I know. I'm thinking conversation is not really going to be an option on this one, friend. It's all a matter of scale. Gal Bank processes umpty. Inevitably, a sort of fiscal circle. You, here's all that...
What have we here? Ha!
Got their grab drop.
Found them to dust.
Nice. They just lost their grab drop. Our longest grab drive is down. So sorry, folks. Ah! Direct hit to the grab jump. It's offline. We have a functional grab drive again.
How have you been?
Never mind. Sorry. Thinking of something else. Yes, Captain. Jump complete.
This is United Colonies.
Do it again, just for fun.
Maintain current course while we scan for contract. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Don't wander off, okay? I don't want to get lost.
together, we can really make it. One pirate's unfortunate demise logged. We're this is great. This job is a bit of an unknown. Small company CEO suddenly disappeared, defaulting on a very serious loan we gave her. No one knows if she embezzled the funds, is stranded, and we have a lead on where she is. I feel better already.
I'm a morning person. I want to raise a pet. See ya.
By the way, Captain.
If my boss found out I was dating someone from,
Sounds like he's got more work.
you know.
We never.
If you have a news story for me, my source is back. Here to report anything else, back to the grind. You talk and get paid? Really? To say you have my undivided attention is an understatement. A lot of people were there. The accounts we've got were chaotic. What was your role in that? Sounds like maybe you're being modest. Security isn't exactly trained for that scenario. But all right. The whole city is still on edge over the attack. We were fortunate, damn fortunate, that casualties were so low. What was it like in the thick of things? That makes what you did even more, well, amazing. It sounds like New Atlantis, heck, the whole UC, owes you a great debt. Any closing comments? I already have a good story. That makes me feel better. Hey, we use the word hero a lot in news.
business with the Terramorph. It's good to get back to small crimes and petty thieves.
Back again. Are you interested in the job, by any chance? All right, Captain. Just keep in mind, this isn't going to involve your usual level of excitement. No mind-altering terramorphs and explosions in the spaceport. Just simple, good old-fashioned police work. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details. The whole department is in the process of recovering, myself included. Things can be replaced and wounds can be healed, but building back that trust in each other is going to take time. Luckily, we've built a good culture here, and we hired some new recruits who were inspired by what you did. I've got faith we'll survive this. Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. While we're separate departments, we do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalled. Tit for tat. You know how it works. You know, Mast, headquarters. See you later.
No lawyer. Can't say I'll have what you need. Happy to make it. Stay safe out there.
I've heard you've been making the settled system safer.
Thing about the trade business? You won't find a better selection or more reasonable prices anywhere. The Trade Authority appreciates your visit.
Huh?
Glad to see you're back in one piece.
Sure. I've got a minute.
Hello, stranger. Talking on this infernal thing too much. Just if you want to come on over, just pop on by.
How are you, Dusty?
Hey, Captain. Need help with anything? Ship is now docked. Perfect.
Well, hello. Was hoping you'd drop by. The worst part of space travel is having to eat alone. I used to eat with my I've got plenty. I hope you're hungry. I agree. I meet people every chance I get. I finally retired last year, and I've been traveling all over. I wish I could have done. My grandkids are mortified that I'm out here. You wouldn't believe the characters I've encountered. Don't you know it? So, I can't believe there's so... Well, aren't you the most precious thing? I'm doing pretty good, but I won't let you leave empty-handed. And please do tell, what do you think? Ain't that the truth? I'm afraid I'm worn out, dear heart. I'm at the tail end of a very long day. But feel free to grab some extra food or whatnot.
What's new?
Do you need me for something?
Ship's detached. Landing gear. Set. Stern. Deck. King sight. Clear. What's on your mind?
me, asshole! I never, ever thought I'd be this happy to meet a bank officer. Then take it up with Galbank. Obviously, I have some solvents, but I'll scrape together enough to get my account current, believe me. I'll make my way out of here in case any reinforcements arrive. Thank you.
Is mining on the schedule today?
Entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Is mining on the schedule today?
Scan complete.
By the way, Captain.
Good luck out there. Another successful event. And you saved the day too? I wish every job was so win-win. Here's the pay. Let me know if you want another assignment. I got a new account for you. This one breaks my heart a little, because we got a mercenary here, but the good kind. He was an upstanding citizen. He took out loans, paid them on time, every time. And about a year ago, he maxed out his credit and vanished, leaving us with a sizable account in arrears. It took some digging, but we have the name of the planet he's on. Well, almost always they were business investments, new fancy sidearm, repairing a ship. Guy saw a lot of action. Often he was living a good life, but you hit setbacks in his line of work. We considered him a good investment, a decent, hard-working member of the community. Here you go. Now, I know I keep harping on this, but it could happen to any of us.
So rare that someone new comes along. From the sidelines, it's a real treat to see everyone scrambling. It's very profitable as well. Oh, this whole thing? I suppose it did cost a few fortunes. But it is nice to travel with a modicum of style. It's not yet time. I don't even know if it will ever be. But hope and my pocketbook springs eternal. There are rules even I must abide by. Or at least I choose to. It may mean nothing, but I'm rooting for you. Sorry, can't say. Hopefully all will make sense in time. Good luck. Please, just be careful. Very careful. I hope to see you at a much later date.
Everything checks out. Landing initiated.
Suits are ready to go whenever we are.
I should have known it. There's no hole deep enough, no rock desolate enough that Gal Bank won't find you in time. If you're here for payment, I've got none to give. Sold everything to retire comfortably in obscurity. I spent my life trying to get ahead. No matter how much I tried, it never took. So these past few, I've just been barely scraping by. The marks keep getting younger, and my ship just keeps getting older. At a certain point, I knew the game was rigged. So I maxed out my limits and headed off. As you can see, I'm not looking to live a life in luxury, just a simple, quiet life. Afraid it might come to that. Listen, I won't go peaceful, and I can't pay you. So the way I see it is you have a choice. We fight and see who's lucky. Or dead. Or maybe you leave here. Say it was a bum lead. It happens from time to time. Give an old fellow a peaceful retirement. Well, I maxed out my credit limit. So, 10,000 credits. I mean, with all the interest payments I've made over the years, Gal Bank still made a profit off me. You have no idea what this means to me. Listen, stranger, I've seen a lot of things, but nothing like you. Take this. My sidearms seen me through more scrapes than I can count. It's just gathering dust now. You deserve it. I don't know if my... life was worth saving, but you did it anyway.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. And complete. Enjoy.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant is looking for you. Sounds
I'm a morning person.
We got the payment and it's powerful stuff. Just glowing about what a model employee you are. Take this. You've more than earned it. Together we can really make a difference. We have to try. Those are credits, or they could... I know it seems.
Engines hot. I'm going sure we would have made it up. Any way we can repay? Transferring parts now? Thanks again for...
Looks clear. Initiating landing sequence. Yes?
So, you gotta fill me in on what happened at the temple. What happened? What did you see? Sounds like we need more data to me. Then what happened? I heard you did some stuff and then you changed. Uh-huh. Hold up a second. You encountered advanced technology that altered your biology in a way that results in... In what? Superpowers? Interesting. Maybe we should get someone to check you out, just in case. Anyway, thanks for filling me in on the temple and your power. I wonder if we can find any more traces of whoever built them. Just opens up a world of questions. It's so exciting. Anything I can help you with, Captain? Finally. Let's get out of here. Last one to the ship is a rotten Prasada berry.
All right, if those are your orders.
I swear, some planets just smell wrong. Like a warning somehow. Is stinky sense a thing?
Everybody got that? Good.
my attention, Captain. Gladly. Anytime. Right. Later. Back in the lap of luxury, right?
We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband. You can be on your way. That's all we need. Join Neon.
Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills? Reunion is hiring the best and brightest of today.
I would have loved to hang around here as a kid. Now I realize how dangerous that could be.
Now we're getting. Always happy to take you. Find anything else?
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't just... Oh, you're the rookie, aren't you? The one and only. Well, the Marshal's message said you were following a lead about a stolen ship. Truth is, a lot of stolen goods flow through here, but this city is real good at keeping its secrets, even from us. You can count on my help if you play by the rules. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here. The people who run this place aren't overly concerned about the law. Our job is to keep the peace, make sure the violence doesn't get out of hand. The last thing anyone around here wants is some hotshot deputy looking in every dark corner.
If half the things I've heard about this place are true, then you should listen to him.
That would be Benjamin Bayou. He's out to squeeze every credit he can from the people of this city. He doesn't much care who gets hurt in the process. He's also got a seat on the Council of Governors, which proves that if you've got enough credits, you... Good.
Yeah, we definitely won't cause trouble.
Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport. If it was right off the factory floor, it would have stood out. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the city and keeps an eye on ship traffic for me. I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor. Even if it doesn't cost credits, nothing in Neon is free. Stay out of people's business until you can. Be willing to let the small stuff slide. Don't break up a fight unless it's getting out of hand. Most of all, don't assume that badge will protect you. Believe it or not, yeah, it was. My mother's an executive with Ryujin, so I grew up here. I volunteered for this post as much to keep the other Rangers out of trouble as any other reason. If some hotshot rookie took this job and started flashing the badge everywhere, it wouldn't end well. Nah, I've got friends in high places, so to speak. I'm the son of a Ryujin. There's a sort of, it's better for everyone. Of course, Neon, for some it's a drug. My rule is simple. If someone brought it up, from what I've seen, people... Come on. It's pretty impressive how you volunteered to help out with the bank heist in Aquila City. Yeah, I read all the reports. You learn quickly that in Neon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't lose a single hostage. No wonder the Marshal tried to recruit you right away. If he hadn't, it would have made him look like a fool, having some random stranger step in and do the job he couldn't. Now, if someone tried to hold up a bank here, they'd be gunned down without a moment's hesitation. Hostages out. But you understand that, don't you? That's why you just told me that you won't cause trouble. Keep that in mind. You'll fit right in.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to... We gotta look out for each other. Us crate rats used to think the Ebbside strikers were awful, with all the muggings and shakedowns, but now that they're on the ropes, kinda wish... Sure. So, being so helpful, what with the disciples... Hey, thanks. Look, I mean it. Go back.
Catherine Lucian keeps demanding we look into her husband's murder. Murder. Yeah, right. Hysterical old broad. Damn. All my money at the Astro Lounge.
Hey, Billy. You got a second?
What? Oh, it's you. Give me a good scare. I thought you were one of Goodman's people.
Far from it. Our new deputy here is working a case, and I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie.
What do you need? A stolen Hope Tech ship, huh? Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day. It's tough for a guy to remember one from the other. You know what I mean?
Neon is nothing if not fishy.
Yeah, well, I'm one of them. I can help you. But right now, my life is in danger, and I haven't even done anything wrong. Freestar Rangers are supposed to protect the innocent, right? Then you need to hear this. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect. He says if I don't pay up, I'm a dead man.
Sorry about your brother. Debt isn't worth a life.
Well, on Neon it is. I swear it on my best set of wrenches. Goodman's holed up in one of the warehouses on Epside. Place is locked up tight, but there's a guard who watches the door, and he's got the key.
I'll stay with Billy in case Goodman's men come to collect. They're not stupid enough to tangle with me.
Sleep crates for rent.
Okay. Well, I've had that effect on people before. Here's where the magic happens. And by magic, I mean creating Aurora out of fish guts, I guess.
This is private property. You'd better keep walking. This is private property. Do you now? Thank you. Yeah, I hope so. You go in, talk to the man, and then you come right back out. Try anything stupid, and it's your funeral. Here, this will get you. Win.
You better watch it. Get out of my face.
Try some. What? Got a problem?
The hell you want? What? Got the problem?
Something I can do for you, friend. Well now, always happy to have a visitor. Tell me, what brings you by, friend? Little light on credits, are you? Oh, it's just a modest enterprise, really. You could call me an importer and exporter. Inherited the trade from my daddy. But I'm sure you ain't here about my business. It's awful kind of you to intervene on my behalf. But I think I have the matter well in hand. Thank you all the same for your concern.
Wow. This guy's a real piece of work.
Now that's where you're wrong. Cal agreed to my terms, including collection from family on the event of his passing. It ain't my fault he dragged Billy into it. But make no mistake, that's exactly what he did. What's your stake in this anyway? But you're making it my business. I have a legal right to collect what's owed to me, no law. Then offer me something I want, and I'll consider it. Seems to me like you're a long way from Aquila City. You got something, and something's better than nothing. Do you think I like having to do this? I don't. I suppose I could make an exception. It's just this once, you understand. Just promise me you'll keep my compassionate nature a secret.
Click, you got it.
Make it quick. Time to...
If you're trying to impress me, first...
You better watch it.
Struggling to get to middleman.
Edside's a bad place for tourists these days.
Be careful.
You talk to Goodman? Yeah, I figured he wouldn't want to make an enemy of the Freestar Rangers. Glad the badge still means something around here.
The Syndicate doesn't worry all that much about the Rangers. I think our new deputy here is just a real smooth talker.
Okay. Time for me to keep my end of the bargain. The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit. And she's been throwing money around, so must have paid well.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
It's just harder to keep in touch these days.
In the city that never sleeps.
Look, I ain't gonna stand around here all day, right? You want the stuff or not?
I'm still interested, but you're asking almost double to go in rent.
What? You think this stuff falls
Hey, get
from
away
the
from
sky?
me. Look, I've bought. So, what do you think?
A Freestar Ranger, and his... What are you? A sidekick or something?
Just you wait. It's called velocity.
Now that's what I call real conviction. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered. Anyway, this ain't my first interrogation, so let's just get on with it. Aw, ain't you polite? I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right? All right. So I jacked a ship. It was just a little fun. I didn't even keep it. It was a job. I turned it over to some men, and they took off for who knows where. End of story. Nothing I did put anyone in danger, okay? Look, they didn't tell me what they were gonna do. How was I supposed to know they were gonna go after some farmer?
You should have asked when you took the contract. If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
No, I guess I didn't. It's not that simple. Maybe I can make an exception. I don't care how badly you need it. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Maybe we can work something out. Is this really what we're doing? I guess if I can't trust a Freestar Ranger, then I can't trust anyone, right? I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me. She was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory. We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long time. That was a few weeks ago. Haven't heard from her since. Only some kind of offhanded comment about their client wanting to expand the operation ahead of schedule. In my line of work, you learn not to ask a lot of questions. It tends to make people uncomfortable. You serious? Take your pick. Money, reputation, the thrill of it. All good reasons. No, but it sounded serious. She was upset. Seemed kind of shaken, you know? Didn't seem right I should pry, so I didn't. Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the First, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here. Take it. I'm done with all this. Anything else you want to know? Nothing, really. I was told when and where to meet them. They paid me what I was owed, and that was it. Not so much as a hint. I'll tell you. He's as cagey a fixer as I've ever met.
Bankrolling the first must take a lot of money. I'm sure he's got all kinds of side hustles going on.
No. Nothing at all. Left me feeling a little disappointed, given how well they paid me. Yeah, sure.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alex Shadid. He's got a gift for cryptography. If anyone could crack that slate, it'll be him. I'm gonna head back. Good luck, Deputy.
Then I'm free to go. Oh. You're welcome. Guess I ain't used to the law being so polite.
Talk to Ranger Shadid at the Rock. He should be able to help you.
This was where we first met, wasn't it?
Aquila City is a tribute to human tenacity. Can't help but be impressed with what they've done in order to survive.
Nice. My brother-in-law just got back from 2 weeks in Paradiso. Place looked amazing.
Aquila City. Looks like a quaint town, but it's got problems as big as any other city.
So lot 37.
The building there needs work, but it could make for a very good home.
Capacity?
97.5% of nominal.
Last time it was serviced?
So many memories of happy homeowners building new lives. Nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Tate, and you have the look of a newcomer. Welcome to Aquila City. I don't suppose you're in the market for real estate. If so, then look no further. In the heart of the Freestar Collective, who wouldn't? I have 2 properties for sale. This one here is a refurbished colonial manor in the heart of the core. I also have a more modest 1-bedroom in Midtown. Any interest in them? It's an unfurnished 1-bedroom, lots of space. It's a very convenient location, just a block or so from Co Plaza. Are you interested? Excellent, most excellent. With the funds transferred, you can take possession immediately. I wish you good fortune in your new home.
They sure run things different.
Got a minute to chat? Maybe a few minutes. Probably not hours, though. But no guarantees. Take this. Enjoy. I had almost forgotten I picked it up. Anyway, I figured... You're quite welcome. If I see anything on our next expedition... I just wanted to say thanks for the daring rescue back there. I had plans for Matsura, of course, but I appreciate the backup. It's good to be part of a team, isn't it? To be part of something so much bigger than any one of us. So many things can go wrong out there. Working? That's why I've been in Constellation so long. It's good to have people who will help out when you're in a jam. Just wait till we get matching shirts and start having official cookie days. They're one of humanity's greatest achievements. Modern medicine, space travel, and cookies. Constellation is quite pro-cookie. Because, you see, we value human accomplishments. Speaking of which, I'm glad you joined Constellation. Just figured I'd mention it, since we haven't had much time to chat before. You know, being a member of Constellation has given me a lot of opportunities, and a fair bit of stress, I'll admit. It's hard to imagine just who I'd be had I never joined up. I would have never done so many things, met so many people. It's mind-boggling how different I would be. And I never would have met Irvin. Or lost him, I suppose. It's not you, Captain. It's just been on my mind. I can't say why. Irvin's been gone for over 20 years. Strange how memories can pop up when you least expect it. Oh, I've been giving myself nothing but space and time for years. But maybe it's time for me to really think about it. Well, maybe I'll take you up on that offer later on, Captain. I need some time to think about things. On that note, I think I'd do well to distract myself with a little adventure for a bit.
If you ever find an old Earth printing of City of God, I have been looking for it for so many books to read and so little time. I am a bit of an aficionado of old Earth novels. Well, truth be told, it's more of an obsession. Reading their stories is a revelation, not only for, the pure imagination, but the window you get into long-gone historical eras. I'll pay handsomely for any books you find like that. Except Charles Dickens. Definitely not Charles Dickens. Oh, nothing wrong at all. When colonists were forced to leave Earth for good, cargo space was precious, and for some reason everyone thought to bring their Charles Dickens collection. No, I mean he was an amazing writer. His stories are timeless, but
would I give for a copy of Sense and Sensibility? Or the original Three Musketeers, mind you. If you call that... The Count of Monte Cristo! Yes, yes, yes! W.E.B. Du Bois, the civil rights activist? He wrote a science fiction novel. I simply must have this. This is real, right? Thank you. Let me see... Let's see...
Artifacts that date all the way back to the time of Solomon Coe himself. Welcome to the Coe Heritage Museum. I offer a brief tour, and I'm happy. There are some things I would kill to have. I mean, wait, not literally. But I would pay a lot for. You see, the Coe family, and those documents would be... Their absence pains me. Jacob Coe and I have talked at length, and he sold off various historic documents. If you find any of... Thank you. Think of the future Most people know Solomon Coe as the founder of Aquila City and the father of the Freestar Collective. He was an astrophysicist who lived on Earth in a place called Wyoming. Solomon was born around the time people first started living in space. Later in life, he designed starships, and when Earth was in peril, those ships helped to save humanity by taking them to new homes in the stars. The bravery and heroism it took to save humanity. Whew, goosebumps. During the Great Exodus, Solomon came to this world. He named our star Cheyenne, which was also a place on Earth, and gave Aquila its name too. He and some others built the settlement that would go on to become Aquila City, and his descendants still live here today. Aquila City was founded over 150 years ago by Solomon Coe, a scientist and explorer from Earth. Along with other settlers, Coe built the structures you see in the part of the city we call the core. Those proud buildings still stand today. The planet was dangerous, so they built a wall around their settlement. Eventually, they ran out of space and started building outside the wall. There were so many buildings that they had to build another, larger wall, forming a second outer ring around the growing city. Of course, the city didn't stop growing, and before long, the third... Today, Aquila City is the Very well. So it gets... The museum is always open to you.
Thought I smelled that good old familiar Chung's air.
Don't you worry. Those walls are solid. Ain't no Ashton getting in here.
If you've got what it takes, Chaka's alliance is always open.
I've seen people do bad things for money.
Sincerely, thank you for your donation. If you're serious, Philbone Agricultural Systems feeds basically everyone in the stretch. Bless the Philbone brothers. But their latest IntelliWheat shipment is late. I'm not worried yet, but getting there. Could you ask Sarah Philbone what the holdup is, very politely? This is a huge... If there's anything you can do, I'll have more work for you. This means it...
Aquila City truly is the jewel of the Freestar Collective. Good to meet you, friend. Name's Elias Cartwright. I'm the mayor of Aquila City. Now, I've got a memory for faces, and I can't say I've seen yours around here before. I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who passes through our fine city. As the founder himself once said, there's no substitute for a warm welcome and a friendly smile. You're more than welcome. As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Freestar Collective put great stock in human kindness and generosity of spirit. I like to think that's what sets us apart from our neighbors in the United Colonies. We don't rely on machines or bureaucracy. We rely on each other. I won't pry about what brought you here. That's all of your business and none of mine. However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop about... The core is the oldest district and represents the original settlement dating back to the days of Solomon Coe. The descendants of the original settlers still make their home there today. Frank's just the latest owner of the old Hersenove Manor, and he's the worst, simply the worst. But it's been a problem since the Hersenove family ran out of heirs. There's no wrong the Cartwrights have been trying to right for decades. And hence, well, I need help. He's just another slick, rude, neon corporate hack, full of himself and just awful. I mean, the core is history itself. cads like him don't belong here. I was right to talk to you about. The last Hossanov was Sahar. Sad tale there. By all accounts, when she lost her last grandchild around 40 years ago, well, it broke her. She packed up and just plain left the estate. Built some farm far from Aquila City and the protection of its walls. It didn't take long before the Ashta overran the farm, and just like that, no more Hossanovs. Deadly as sin. My granddad warned her over. So I need someone to go to the old Sahar farm. I swear I'll honor. And if it happens to kick Mr. Big Shot out of the Corps, well, that'll be a bonus. Sahar's farm is elsewhere on the planet. If you can't handle Ashta, please, I don't want this whole sordid story to have... Be careful.
It's true. My husband runs one of the most successful businesses in the Freestar Collective. But I still think we can do better.
If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere. Either here or at the factory. But please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly leave. They don't need any more encouragement. Oh, sorry. My nerves are frayed. So many people coming and going for the company. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer, or his brother Henry's the creative one. Philburn Agricultural Systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food, not just Aquila City. Seems those two are content to think small. I mean, you're right, of course. But with a little more hard work, well, you didn't come here to hear me now. I know, we're late. It's been this whole frustrating episode. Short version, the farming equipment outside the walls needs to be manually rebooted. But the guards aren't going to be able to send people to fix it for days. We're committed to helping the unfortunates on the stretch, but the Ashta are just too dangerous for us to send someone. The full story would take ages. Henry, but his precious latest batch of beer is at a critical point. Whatever the hell that means. And Aldwin Wright's robots should have been overhauled a month ago, but he's just one man, and all of Aquila needs him pretty much all the time. So, whether we're supposed to or not, Weston and I are handling it. You would do that? If you get it rebooted, I'll get the harvest going ASAP. We can get the wheat to Amira quick. I'll talk with my husband, but I'm sure we could arrange payment. You'd be helping our business too, after all. Just be careful. Ashta are very dangerous.
opened up the gate. Best you stay inside. If not, they got your funeral. What they're in.
She'll give me a promotion.
Private sector.
If we don't get that wheat shipment soon, that is good news. What was the holdup anyway? Oh, that makes sense. Aren't they outside the walls? Wait, you went outside the walls, didn't you? Please, don't risk your... I hate to ask it, but this next errand should be safe. Easy. Everything runs on charity. And our benefactors, though kind, I think sometimes... well, get sick of seeing me. A new face may ease up the purse strings, or at least save me some air. It's touch and go sometimes. Best are too little, and... So, the mayor, Elias Cartwright, has always been generous. Raisha Lance is a huge benefactor. Both of those are routine. More polite reminder. The last is a long shot, probably futile. If you could convince Duncan Lynch to give... You are a breath of... Once you're done with that... This means a great...
When were we scheduled to leave anyway?
Welcome to Aquila City's Trade Authority. Do you have business with the Trade Authority?
The Trade Authority has a firm policy of not getting involved in internal matters. We're neutral in all affairs of the governments of the Freestar Collective and the United Colonies. The Trade Authority's image is doing quite well already. Thank you very much. I'm done discussing this matter.
If you ever need to deal with the Trade Authority, drop by.